things are progressing through that, the different ranks start to fall off the plan when they top out, and the impact annually throughout a 5-year period is reduced each and every year moving forward after year 2.
If you maintain the same personnel, there's someone leaves, then they go back climbing the ladder again.
That's correct. You've got the salary savings of going back down to starting pay for an employee, but as they progress through the steps, the distance between those steps becomes more narrow. It's a smaller amount, and it reduces the budget impact. Our budget impact this year for increases, I believe it was $22,000 or $24,000. When you get to the last year of that, assuming all things are equal, the impact of the pay plan in that year 5 is only like $8,000, significantly less.
Which is the same way that the police work right now with theirs. You have a first year, the base year, which is higher. Then the second year, it'll drop off sometimes in half. And then the third year, it's like would have been this year, $7,500. So that's how a step plan works.
Yeah.
So there's how many shifts? 2 shifts?
In the fire department, in the fire department.
So we're adding 3 new personnel then.
Correct. We would have 12 full-time employees, and myself and our training and EMS captain are part-time salary position.
12 full-time, 2 part-time.
I mean, that's what they bring new full-time employees.
Correct. We think 9 to 12. That's correct. Okay.
And Fort Worth doesn't limit us. I mean, they know they won't go 4, but they allow us to have 3.
That's correct.
For the people to take off and stuff like that, as I understand.
We need to have an order to cover when people are away from work. Without it, that overtime number would easily be creeping up close to double probably what it is right now. And I don't think anybody would feel good about that.
Well, it's more than double.
Do what?
Would you want to adopt it?
I want to do it on August the 25th.
That day?
Okay.
Tuesday, August 25th is the plan for it.
The plan to adopt the budget. If there's any other concerns, we'll address them individually. And Mark, I believe you're up.
Well, I need to take a vote on doing the public hearing on the 25th, and whether or not they want one on the 18th, I don't know.
It's a workshop before the public hearing, is that what you're saying?
If that's what council
If that's
desires.
what council wants, I need to do it on the 18th, which is next Tuesday.
But my recommendation is just go ahead with it as it's been presented by our city manager and move forward with it. When you get more people involved, everybody has their own idea, then we'll want him to go back to the drawing board again and again and again, and Steve can verify that. We've done that for years, and we've got men we hired to do it, and I just can't see going back to the drawing board over and over.
I'm trying to understand what the numbers are, I agree.
Yeah, the thing is, going through that process at an abbreviated time frame from what we used to, it's still very educational for the council and to be able to defend if there's certain personnel changes made or whatever, or departmental changes that are made. So, I mean, I think there's something to gain from it, even if a number doesn't change in the whole thing. But I can go either way. Dan, I mean, especially some of the newer, Dan and Donnie, yeah, the question is, do y'all want to have a session where we would go through this in more detail than we have tonight? What's in the numbers, for staff?
It would certainly be educational to me, but I'm not a numbers guy. I do trust some of the others around here to handle that.
Well, myself, I've gone good since they delivered the package. I've gone good line by line. I've had my questions answered, and now those numbers seem to be glaring to me, but if Marvin and the two chiefs feel comfortable with it, I just want to make sure that budget time next year, we're not facing the increase that we're facing right now again, that we just can't keep eating those big numbers year after year.
No, we should not be facing that.
Yeah, that's my concern is next year more than this year. So I make a motion that we, have the meeting on the 25th.
Call the public hearing.
Call public hearing for the 25th.
Can you get Johnny to get closer to the microphone?
Did you get closer to the microphone? Say that again, Joe.
My worry was more about next year's budget, because we got the CARES Act this year. So I make a motion to, have the public hearing on the 25th.
I'll second that.
We have the motion second to have public hearing on, August 25th, 2020, for our budget. Any other discussion?
I think we need a time, don't we? Well,
Yes, sir. 7 o'clock. It's a regular meeting anyway.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
So another comment though, Marvin, I know in the past you've done a 5-year budget, and have you, incorporated this next year into that yet?
I have started it. It will be done here probably tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm almost completed with it.
You guys are talking about being concerned about the next year.
Yeah,
Come to a crucial and looking at the 5-year and getting how it all fits together.
yes, sir. Before that public hearing, you will have that in your possession.
Okay.
Okay, item number 14 is update on DMC Miracle West Nile virus mosquito.
Let me kind of give you a couple of things that has been happening lately. Recently, Tarrant County Public Health urges the residents to take precautions. As of 60% of the mosquito pools tested positive for West Nile in the northeast Tarrant County. And when you take all of Tarrant County, it's got a 40% increase overall. As approximately about 2 months ago, we started putting out literature to the general public on many different avenues. One, which I thought was very beneficial, was our food bank. As the people would come in and pick up their registration to be able to get their food, I'd also hand them a thing that gave them tips about trying to help with the mosquito population. Now, is what's coming past, I'm certainly glad that we started it then, because it seems like that we're right on the verge of an outbreak. Or at least that's Tarrant County's viewpoint, and I agree with that viewpoint. So, with that, we have, in our mosquito surveillance plan, we have had 3 different positives in different traps scattered around. The first one, we of course, as I addressed y'all back then, that we let that one go by to see. We went out and did our detective work, didn't find out any nests, mosquito nests, or places where they would congregate. So at that time, I got with Marvin and we came up with a decision that we would roll that to the next week. The next week when we did the traps and Tarrant County came up and started certifying, we had no West Nile virus in any of our traps. Then the following week, lo and behold, we have one.